Hello, how are all of you moms today? Welcome. I am very excited because final touches are being put in the Girl Tribe. If you're not familiar with what the Girl Tribe is, it is my membership community for girls that I have been working on. My team and I have been working on it, and I've been like putting in late nights. Like you have no idea the amount of time I've been putting into this, into Girl Tribe, and it's almost here. Hopefully either today or tomorrow I'm going to launch it. There's just a couple of final touches. Might be tomorrow that it's launched, but final touches, and then it will be ready to go. I'm so excited about this. Like, here's the deal. Like, if you want your daughter to, work on herself, and there's basically like a couple of ways that your daughter can work with me, right? So I have, oh, hey, Nicole. So I have my private coaching. I have Unstoppable You. So private coaching, Unstoppable You, and now I have Girl Tribe, okay? Private coaching costs thousands of dollars for your daughter to work with me, if that's what you want, right? So that's not for everyone. And so Unstoppable You is great. That's my online group coaching program for girls. Actually, tomorrow night is because we extended the one for older girls. So tomorrow night is the last night. So it's going to be bittersweet, but I know I'm going to stay connected with all of these girls, and it's just been an incredible experience. What was supposed to be only 6 weeks, then turned to 7 weeks, and then turned to 10 weeks. So it's incredible to have been able to work with all of these girls in the older one for Unstoppable You for 10 weeks. It's really like a blessing and a gift that we had that kind of time together. So that's been incredible. So we're wrapping that up tomorrow night. So the next Unstoppable You will be coming out in July. I would come out with it earlier, but I'm going to London next month, and so thought it would be easier just to start it when I get back. So, okay, then you've got Unstoppable You, okay? And so for some of you, I, saw your comments when I had Unstoppable You out, and you wanted your daughter to be a part of it, but you just couldn't make it happen, like financially or whatever reason, right? So this is why I've created Girl Tribe. Like, this is the reason, because I want more of your daughters to be a part of this, so they can work on themselves, so they can start loving themselves, so they can get over if they're dealing with anxiety or depression or whatever it is that is making them feel stuck in their lives. Like, this is the group for your daughter. This membership community is unlike anything I've seen out there. There are lots of membership communities out there for adults. I am actually in one right now. I pay a monthly fee to be in one, and it's actually incredible, and I really, really love it. But so there's a lot of these groups or membership sites for adults, but I really don't think there's a whole lot out there for teen girls. And this is something that's really special, and that's really unique. And I'm bringing something that's not really taught to girls out there. Like, what I do, like, it's not being taught in the schools. Your daughter isn't going to get this stuff anywhere else. And the beautiful thing with Girl Tribe is it's a community of girls, right? It's not just me coming in there and coaching your daughter. Your daughter is going to be a part of an amazing community of like-minded girls that are all there supporting one another, encouraging one another, just being there for each other. And this whole thing, vulnerability. If you have heard Brene Brown talk about vulnerability, or maybe not, but like, vulnerability is such a big piece. It's missing out there for so many girls, right? They're not feeling comfortable to open up, right? They're not feeling comfortable to really go there with how they're feeling. And what I have seen in the Unstoppable You groups that I've run, the vulnerability is like, it's really incredible. Like, I've never seen anything like this before, where girls are just like, I mean, I said this, I think, in the other Facebook Live that I did recently, like, you know, they're talking about their panic attacks that they're having, the anxiety that they're dealing with, you know, if they're dealing with some depression, if there's been trauma in their life, if they've had just, you know, like negative thoughts that have been coming in, and, you know, they're opening up about all of that. It's like they're not holding back. And that's really special. And so if your daughter has lots of friends, or if she doesn't have any friends, this vulnerability piece is huge, because so many of your daughters just want to be heard. They want to be seen. They want to be acknowledged, like, for what they're going through, right? And so the Girl Tribe is going to give your daughter all of that. And your daughter is going to get coached by me. And so that's really amazing. So there's going to be monthly group coaching calls. They're live. Your daughter can get coached by me. She can come on in there. And if she's dealing with problems or issues or hardships, whatever is going on in her life, it's a wonderful opportunity for her to get the help, the support, the guidance from me, right? And then there's a free group app. This is so cool. Like, this is another part of Unstoppable You that I wanted to bring into Girl Tribe because it's so cool. And it's basically, it's sort of like Facebook, but it's a group app where everyone can stay connected. And so not just with me, but the other girls that are a part of the Girl Tribe. That's really cool. That is like so cool. So this is going to be incredible. There's going to be like pre-recorded trainings and audios and meditations all inside the Girl Tribe. I've been like working on this. Oh my gosh, so much work like behind the scenes. You have no idea, but I'm just super excited that this is almost ready to launch. So either tonight or tomorrow, it will be out there. And I do want to say this. So for the month of May, I'm offering special intro pricing. So if you sign up your daughter for the month of May, it will be $57 a month. Okay, that is a crazy, incredible deal. Okay, it's insane. Like, it's not worth $57. It's worth way more. Okay, but that's just so if you sign up in the month of May, it's a 3-month commitment, and then you can opt out anytime after the 3 months, but it will lock you in to $57 a month for as long as your daughter is a part of Girl Tribe. If your daughter is a part of Girl Tribe for like 7, 8, 9 months, $57 a month for as long as she's a part of Girl Tribe. That's so incredible. Like, what is that? That's a price of, you know, like a dinner. Sometimes dinners are more than that, right? Is that a price of like how many times going to Starbucks, right? Like $57, like, oh my God, crazy good deal, right? Okay, but if you wait a little bit too long, let's say you wait a couple of months, or let's say you wait until June. You're like, the timing's not right. My daughter seems fine. I'm not gonna really like jump on this. Well, if you don't jump on it, you can still get your daughter in at a good deal, but it's not gonna be the $57 deal. It's gonna be $97 because only the month of May will give you that $57 price, okay? So up until May, $57, and June and on, it's going to the normal pricing, which will be $97. So for however long your daughter will be a part of Girl Tribe, and there's no 3-month commitment on that. It's only if you sign up in the month of May that you have a 3-month commitment. If you sign up in June or on, it's just however long your daughter wants to be a part of it. But it is $97 at that point, which is almost like twice as much. So I really want you to take advantage of the special pricing. I will never offer that pricing again. It's only for the month of May, okay? It will never go back to that pricing after May. So I'm doing the special pricing. Like I'm pricing it at that because I really, again, like I want so many of your daughters to be a part of this. If you want your daughter to learn how to love herself, if you want your daughter to, really go through her life in a different sort of way. Like if your daughter is playing the victim to all of these things that happen to her and she doesn't know how to turn that around, this is the group for her. This is the community for her. If your daughter is really stuck in a certain identity of maybe being like really anxious or depressed, maybe she has an eating disorder, maybe she's cutting, maybe she is just so mean to herself by her negative self-talk and all of the things that she says to herself, this is the group for her. But let me tell you who this group is also for, okay? This is also for if your daughter is doing great in her life, okay? And I go back to myself as an example, which is why I'm even saying this, because when I was a teen girl, I didn't have like so many issues that you could have been like, oh yeah, she's got that stuff to work on and that's going wrong, like because everything on the outside like looked fine, right? But I had my own internal stuff going on. And what happened was as I got older, my issues kind of grew and got bigger and bigger. And so if I had a group like this where I had gotten the opportunity to learn how to love myself and learn that, I am the creator of my own life, oh my God, like everything would have changed, right? Like everything, my entire life would have been completely different. And so, but I didn't have a lot of the, the issues that normally you would say like, oh, that's like something's going on with her or she needs some help, right? It didn't look like that when I was younger. So I say that because if your daughter looks like, if everything looks to be fine and she's doing well and she's got friends and she's in soccer or cheerleading or whatever and she's doing all the things, right? Things look okay, things look great. Just know that this group is also for your daughter because you don't want your daughter to get to, her 20s or 30s or 40s and realize that, oh shit, my daughter doesn't love herself and she's going from relationship to relationship, maybe like, horrible relationships because she's looking to fill that void within herself from not loving herself. Or maybe it's not that, maybe it's something else. Maybe your daughter, has some depression or some anxiety. And as she gets older, it's just going to get worse and worse until she learns really how to take control of it all, what she can do to turn it all around. Like, what is that worth for your daughter? That is worth way more than $57 a month, let me tell you. So this community is for girls is incredible. And I have not seen anything else like it out there. If there is something like this out there, I really don't think there is. I haven't seen it. And any other membership community for girls, it's like I'm the one that's running this. And I know what it takes to get your daughter to really turn her life around. I mean, even today, like today has been incredible. I had a private coaching call with one of the young women that I work with, and she's been really dealing with some like intense depression for a while now. She's been going through some stuff. I'm not going to get into like the specifics, but it was really interesting because from last week to this week, oh my God, like night and day. Well, first of all, I come on the call and she's smiling and she's got like this beautiful smile. And I'm like, oh my God, I already knew that we had been texting during the week. So I already knew that she was in a better place than last week. But to see her and to see her smiling, I was like, oh my God. I was so excited to find out, like, what are you doing, And so she started telling me like, she's doing this stuff that we've been talking about. But there was a lot of resistance to start doing this work on herself, right? And so that's why it was like, it wasn't all clicking for her at the beginning. She wasn't putting in the effort. She wasn't putting in the work. And it's not enough for whether, you know, whether I work with girls privately or in like a group setting, like Unstoppable You or in Girl Tribe, it's not just about showing up on the calls. It's about what they take away from it and what they're doing like away from the calls, right? That's what's so important. And so, you know, even for like Girl Tribe, it's not just showing up, watching the trainings, showing up on the group coaching calls. It's also, what is your daughter going to do in her day-to-day life to really apply everything that she's learning? That's where the transformation happens. That's where all the change happens. Some girls don't do all of that, and they don't transform their lives. But the girls that say, you know what, I'm going to put in the work, I'm going to put in the effort, those are the girls whose lives change and transform, really. So going back to the young woman that I was working with earlier today, she was like telling me, like, I was asking her, so like, I was so excited. I was like, okay, so tell me, what have you been doing? And she was like, I've been doing the mindset work. And I'm like, ooh, tell me, what have you been doing? And she's like, well, I've been changing like the thoughts. If I have like a negative thought, I change it into something that makes me feel good. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Yes, this is it. I was like, so what else are you doing? And she's like, you know, she's just telling me all of this stuff. And it's like, here's the deal with if you want your daughter to change her life, it's really, it has to become a lifestyle, right? And for everyone, it may look a little bit differently. So like if your daughter has some major anxiety, then she may really need to do a lot more activities and things that are going to get her feeling more calm and peaceful and grounded, such as yoga, such as maybe like going to the gym and exercising and burning all that stuff off, such as, you know, meditation, getting into some meditation classes or doing, you know, getting on one of the meditation apps. Like your daughter may have to do more of that depending on where she's at. But this is totally, it's like, it's a lifestyle change. It's not something that it's like, oh, you just do like bare minimum and you expect your life to change. No, that's not how it works. And the reason that I'm able to get so many of the girls and young women that I work with to transform their lives is because what I think, I take that back, not what I think. What I know to be true is that girls need not a cheerleader. I'm not a cheerleader here. But what I am is I'm going to encourage your daughter. I'm going to motivate her. I was going to say motivate. Sounded weird when I said that. I'm going to motivate your daughter. I'm going to encourage her. I'm going to inspire her. I'm going to be on her to do these things. At the end of the day, but I'm not your daughter, so I can't make her do it, right? But your daughter needs that sort of like accountability, right? Because if we compare my own coaching, and I say my coaching because I'm a different sort of coach than a lot of other coaches out there, right? So if you compare my coaching to, let's say, therapy, right? Therapy has a different way about doing things, right? Therapy, if your daughter goes to therapy, and I'm not knocking therapy, but therapy oftentimes just doesn't work. Okay. And so if your daughter goes to therapy, she'll go see a therapist or psychologist or whomever, and then she'll talk to the therapist, psychologist for an hour, 15 minutes, leave, and then there's no connection, there's no accountability between the week of when your daughter is not seeing the therapist or psychologist, right? So what happens in that week? Your daughter can go like downhill really quickly because there's no one like basically like pushing her, encouraging her, asking her, are you doing the work? How is it going, right? This is what I do with all of the girls and young women that I work with. I don't just have a call with them and be like, peace out, see you later, good luck this week. I am reaching out to them. Like when I work privately with girls, like I'm texting them. Depending on where they're at, like sometimes they'll get a text from me every day, right? Sometimes I send them like little videos of myself, you know, talking to them. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm invested with like every single girl and young woman that I work with. I'm invested in them to really turn their life around, and I'll do everything that I can. So Girl Tribe is no different. I'm going to be showing up in Girl Tribe and really pushing your daughter to create the best life that she possibly can for herself. I'm committed. I'm all in. So if you're watching this and you're thinking like, damn, my daughter really needs something like this, then this is the community for your daughter. Girl Tribe is what you need. I see a lot of posts in this concern in this group, right? And I see a lot of posts and it's like, you know, my daughter is cutting, or my daughter is severely depressed, or my daughter, you know, had to go into the hospital because, you know, she's thinking about killing herself. Like I see all of these posts and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm not here to say that only do Girl Tribe and that will be enough for your daughter, because your daughter may need other things too. Maybe she does need to be on a little medication for the time being, but she needs other things. If you are just relying on medication to help your daughter, it's not enough, because medication doesn't change how your daughter thinks, like her mindset. She's got to be on top of that, because one day you will want your daughter, probably she will want this as well, to get off of the medication, right? At some point, that would be nice, right? And so you want something that is going to work for your daughter. So why not a group like this where your daughter is going to learn how to think for herself in a positive way that's going to make her feel good? That's worth a hell of a lot more than $57 a month. But I put so much more in Girl Tribe than just that. So I really want you, so again, like I said before, all of the information is coming out either later today or tomorrow. It should be all done. And I'm just super excited about all of this. So definitely, check this out. The month of May is, if you want your daughter to be a part of this, like don't wait. When I put out the information, move on it, because after May, the price goes up and it will never go down to 57 again. It goes to 97 after May. So take advantage of this, moms. It's really incredible. And I'm just, I'm really, really excited. I think one of the best things about what I do is when I see girls start to transform, when I see them making the shifts, like today on the private call that I had with the young women that I work with, right? I saw it. God, it makes me so excited. And she's telling me how she's practicing gratitude and she's doing this and that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so excited for her, right? But it's like, and also in Unstoppable You, with all of the girls really turning so much for themselves around, and they're doing the work, and they're seeing the benefits. It's like, it's paying off. Like, that gets me so excited. And I know I'm going to get super excited once Girl Tribe starts, because there's going to be so much transformation. There's going to be so much that's happening for these girls. And I want your daughter to be a part of it. There's no reason why your daughter needs to suffer, okay? Suffering is optional. Yes, there are hardships, there are challenges, there are these things happen in our lives, right? But your daughter needs to find a way how to get through it, how to move past it. If she's just sitting in all of that, she could be there for a long time. So she's got to learn how to move forward in her life, right? It's so important. It's everything. So I'm excited. I'm sending you all so much love, hugs, and kisses. Reach out if you have any questions or comments. And all the information will be coming out hopefully either later today or tomorrow for Girl Tribe, okay? Sending you love. Mwah! Bye for now.